Cheshire, look.
Oh, I'm looking. Fuck me.
What's up, witches? My name is Evasive, and a couple weeks ago I was scrolling the absolute rock bottom depths of Tumblr, and I found an amazing video. Content warning before I press play. The man in this video is disturbingly horny.
Oh, fuck me! I feel so good. I received another poster in the mail today. A Bayonetta poster. You can see Bayonetta's ass. Bayonetta's ass. Oh my fucking god. It is so fucking yummy. I wouldn't mind tasting it.
Okay, so I wanted to send this video to a few group chats, maybe a Discord server or two. Then I remembered that none of my friends know who this character is. Or her ass.
Oh.
And I get it, okay? Video games are a very inaccessible medium. There's a price wall, there's a time commitment, there's learning curves, sometimes a lot of learning curves. There's just a lot of people out there who will never get to experience a good little single-player adventure game, and that sucks because some of the most insane stories in any media I've ever seen have come from video games. So today I'm going to explain one of the wildest games I've ever played in my life.
Bayonetta.
It's a video game about hot Animorph time witches. It's hot Animorph time witches, the video game. I'm not going to get into the mechanics or much of the gameplay or anything. I'm just going to explain the plot of the game like it's a movie. I'm also not going to cover the recent controversy with the voice actress replacement because, like, I have no idea what's going on over there. And obviously this is going to be full of spoilers, so if you have any plans on playing Bayonetta, don't watch this video. This video is not for you. This video is for my friends who are never going to play this game. You know who you are. Don't lie to me. No fake gamers in this household. No fake gamers. No fake. Okay, so Bayonetta is a video game directed by a man named Hideki Kamiya, who you might know from his Twitter replies. Released around Halloween 2009, Bayonetta is a bloody action game about a 600-year-old witch in leather spandex with magic time-stopping powers and high heels that are also guns. Plus, she's an Animorph. The plot of the game is about her going on a little eat, pray, love journey of self-discovery and brutalizing a bunch of biblically accurate angels along the way. Also, the theme song is Fly Me to the Moon. Obviously, with a main character that looks like this, you already know Lady Gaga was a huge fan of the game. So was Nintendo, so much so that they bought the franchise, put Bayonetta in Smash Bros, and made the sequels Nintendo Switch exclusive. That means Bayonetta is basically a Nintendo character now. There she is, next to Kirby. Gameplay-wise, it's a very typical action game. There's 18 levels, there's a map, treasure chests, upgrades, high scores, boss fights. You collect rings like Sonic the Hedgehog and spend them on weapons. As far as video games go, this is definitely a video game. Okay, so the game opens with two armed lesbians killing angels in a clock tower, falling off a cliff while the music goes. The narrator explains that once upon a time, 500 years ago, there were two groups who kept a balance between heaven and hell, the sages and the witches. And then some shit happened and the witches killed all the sages. And then the witches themselves were all killed in the witch hunts. But one witch named Bayonetta survived because she was hibernating in a coffin at the bottom of a lake. 500 years later, she wakes up, but she has amnesia and all she knows is that she has to kill angels to survive, and she has a magic gem on her titties called the left eye. Fast forward 20 years, Bayonetta is now living the high life in New York City with her friend Joe Pesci. I mean, it's not really Joe Pesci, but I like listen to him.
Of all the low-life scum in too deep in this town,
I've never seen one get wrapped up in a fight with God's messengers.
I gotta listen to people because of your fucking shit? You're ordering me out? You better get your own fucking army, pal.
Because you gotta sacrifice our halo-wearing friends every day, or they'll drag your ass back down to hell.
Fucking TV
I know,
show.
I thought I got
and what the
screwed,
fuck are
but
you
being-
doing?
Okay, so Bayonetta rolls with Joe Pesci, who sets up funerals where Bayonetta can pretend she's a nun to get angels to show up so she can kill them. And that's where our story starts. We see the credits written on gravestones, and then we get to the director's name, and Joe Pesci pisses on it. So, comedy gold, off to a great start already.
You hearing me? You can see them, can't you?
I see them. They are instruments of God, descending upon his heavenly rays to earth. Dear Lord, grant us guidance, and keep safe the souls of our loved ones for all eternity.
Do you naughty little angels deserve a good spanking?
Oh, sorry. Okay, so some angels show up and Bayonetta shoots them all to death with the help of her friend, a buff, tattooed bartender who just got there from the NRA convention.
Guns! Guns!
Having finished her meal, Bayonetta rides back home with Joe Pesci until they get rear-ended on the freeway by an airplane. New York drivers, am I right? Bayonetta stops time to go tell off the asshole that just dented her bumper and finds the other lesbian witch from the clock tower scene. And then, of course, they engage in the traditional lesbian mating ritual. Anyway, after that sexual tension, Joe Pesci finds out about a gem called the right eye, which sounds like it could match the left eye on Bayonetta's titties, which means it could help with her amnesia. The only problem is, it's in the Vatican. I mean, again, it's not really the Vatican, but, I mean, come on, look at it. It's called Vigrid. That's no more slick than the pear pods from iCarly. So Bayonetta packs up her bags for a trip to Catholic Disneyland and grabs some new guns on her way out the door. Oh, sorry. Okay, so Bayonetta heads to the Vatican and starts running all over, killing biblically accurate angels in search of the right eye. Along the way, she fights the other sexy time witch and meets a horny incel who thinks that Bayonetta killed his dad. She also meets a little girl who looks like a baby version of herself who thinks Bayonetta is her mom. Gee, in a game about witches that can control time, I wonder why this baby looks like a little version of Bayonetta. The answer may shock you. Before she can get in touch with her inner child, though, a big-ass angel with an upside-down face and two dragon heads comes and rips the room out of the building.
If I was your child, I'd be an awfully ugly witch, wouldn't I?
Of course, giant angels can't handle brutal roasts like that, so he explodes a volcano on the Vatican. Kind of counterintuitive since the town is on the angel side. But look at this fire level, though.
Flock off, featherface.
Oh, damn, that guy's never gonna recover from that one. Oh, God. Oh, I don't think he's gonna recover from that one either. Oh, God. Now, if you don't know Bayonetta, you might be wondering how she's possibly going to kill something this big. And the answer is quite simple, really. She, gets naked, and her hair morphs into a gigantic bird, which claws the angel's face in, and then she picks some giant rocks and blows a huge hole in it. Then she watches it get dragged to hell while she sucks on a strawberry dum-dum sucker.
Holy shit, girl queen pussy boss.
So Bayonetta continues her eat, pray, love journey through the Vatican until the most normal-looking angel in the whole game summons a hurricane to kill her. But his attack is interrupted by another sexy lesbian witch fight. During the fight, Bayonetta discovers her roots as a furry and remembers that she can anamorph herself into a panther. And after going for a run in her fursuit, Bayonetta runs into her baby self again.
Mommy!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Will you quit calling me Mummy? Oh.
No, actually, Bayonetta just has a little chat with her and learns this baby is dumb as hell. So she takes her along and immediately traumatizes her by turning her hair into a dragon and letting it devour an angel with a big baby face. Then Bayonetta meets another Bayonetta and they have an epic dance-off.
Attention, you have just entered a battle zone.
It's time for us to find out who's really the best with the freshest crew. No time for words, we're through with that. All there is left is pure combat.
Plot twist though, this Bayonetta is just a really horny angel. Am I allowed to show this? So anyway, like any responsible mom, Bayonetta leaves the kid with the incel she just met and heads out to kill the very normal looking angel she saw earlier. Bayonetta uses her hair to rip the angel's arms off and reduce his face to a bloody stump. Hashtag girl boss style. And then like any good girl boss, she also knows how to gaslight. At least I think that's what gaslighting is. I don't know, I've never seen the movie. Okay, now Bayonetta's on her way to the new part of the city, which is where the right eye is at. But the girl is tired and she doesn't want to walk anymore.
That bridge in these heels?
So she jacks a motorcycle and hot wires it by. So Bayonetta gets separated from the incel and the baby, who are now wandering around the woods looking for the Blair Witch. And then they get attacked by a big piranha plant.
Well, Kitty, what do you think we should do? He's hurt you, has he? Well, we can't be having that now, can we?
Oh my god. Okay, girl, I think that's enough. You don't gotta... Oh, okay.
How about now, Kitty? Still not enough, you say?
Okay, I'm starting to think this cat toy might be possessed.
Loser! You're a loser!
Okay, now it's exposition time. 500 years ago, there were sages and witches, and each of them protected one of the magic eyes, which together had the power to resurrect God. Then a sage and a witch fought, and that's how Bayonetta was born. But she was raised as a witch, and all of this was forbidden, so a war started, and the witches wiped out the sages, and the witches were later wiped out, and the two eyes were lost until Bayonetta awoke with one, and then... Okay, now it's time to take a quick little detour so Bayonetta can have a surfing level. Can we get the rocket power music on for this part?
We are riders on a mission, action, kids in play position, rocket power!
Super Pete!
Now the incel is flying Bayonetta toward the heart of the Vatican, but, and this is not a joke, he is so horny and distracted by Bayonetta's tits that he doesn't see the missiles coming toward them.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh boy. Okay, so now Bayonetta is riding on a missile, shooting laser balls at baby faces, doing aerial twists and dodging pillars, and then she fights the lesbian witch for the 4th time, and there's missiles firing all over, and she knocks down a whole building, and then Bayonetta fights her on the side of a skyscraper, hurling rockets at each other, hitting each other in the face 1,000 times, and doing just like the most crazy shit I've ever seen in my life, and then...
Now it's decided. So it is. We fought for this stone. That gem brings back so many memories.
So the other witch remembers that she and Bayonetta used to be gay lovers right before she gets killed by a drone strike.
Thanks, Obama.
Then the incel shows up again, coming in hot with the best joke in the whole game.
You didn't expect me to trust bitches. I mean, witches, did you, Bayonetta?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, so this is the final level now. Bayonetta discovers her daddy is still alive, and he had the right eye all along. And he's part peacock, and he's the one who runs the Vatican, which makes him... the Pope. Okay, so the Pope throws the incel out a window, fuses the baby into his chest, and explodes his own building, which turns him into a Super Pope. Now it's time to fight Super Pope.
Don't fuck with a witch.
Oh my god, she's so fucking hot. And with the Pope dead, Bayonetta is free. She opens a magic portal and returns herself back to the past. Also, the incel survives falling off a building. Somehow. Everything worked out and they all lived happily ever after.
Oh, fuck me!
Okay, just kidding. When Bayonetta returned herself to the past, she accidentally created a time paradox, which brings the Pope back to life. He knocks her out and starts flying into the air like, guess what, y'all? I'm gonna take her into space and use the 2 eyes to summon God and end the whole world because I'm so random. But luckily, the other witch survived the drone strikes and she rides a motorcycle up the rocket and avoids debris from the moon, because the moon blew up, by the way. And she finds Bayonetta and gets her up just in time for the Pope to die again. And now it's the end of the game. So at the end of Bayonetta, Bayonetta fights God. And God is a giant woman. Again, they don't call her God. She's Jubileus, the creator. But like, Bayonetta beats up giant God woman in space and then turns her into an even bigger woman who punches God directly into the sun. And then, just to make sure God is really dead, Bayonetta and her lover fly into the sun too and shoot God's corpse until it explodes. Oh my...
To eternal sorrow. I am the way
Well,
to a forsaken...
no rest for the wicked. But at least she's at peace, back in the box she came from. And I guess I'm gonna have to find a new racket to line my... Unfucking-believable!
Morning!
So after killing God, Bayonetta's life returns to normal. Her and Joe Pesci and their new friends are back in New York City again, and they all lived happily ever after. And if there's one thing kids' movies have taught me about happily ever after, is that the best stories end with a dance party. Bayonetta. Thanks for watching. I hope this has been an educational experience. My name is Evasive, and let's just play the Bayonetta's ass clip again.
Bayonetta's ass! Oh my fucking god! It is so fucking yummy! I wouldn't mind tasting it!